Hey, what's up? I'm Basil Barrington. Welcome back to another Sunday Brunch. This will be my last Sunday Brunch of 2025. Going to come back in 2026 and do some new things. We're going to talk about just some things that have been going on since my last Sunday Brunch video, which was about 3 weeks ago, maybe a month ago. And so let's get into it. So first and foremost, we still have this DJ Pro support for the XDJ-AZ. Last week, I guess on Christmas Day, was it Christmas Day or Christmas Eve? I posted a DJ set. And in that DJ set, I was using the XDJ-AZ with DJ Pro. And, it's totally different. And the reason why it's different is because it doesn't feel really tight. Like this DJ set, I just felt that I synced up the whole DJ set. So I synced everything up and I was just like mixing, using, EQ, effects, things of that nature, right? The DJ set was pretty dope too. It was a really sort of deep and dark and whimsical DJ set. So it was pretty dope. Go check it out. It's on YouTube. And so what's going on with this integration? So I am here to tell you that I don't think, and I said this previously, it's not ready for prime time. There is something different about this integration. It doesn't sound right. It doesn't work properly. Just in my comments when I was speaking about this last week, when I posted a video, I was letting individuals, anyway, in a video, letting people know that, it doesn't sound great. It sounds slow. And I did a comparison too. So 120 beats per minute and DJ Pro with the XDJ. And then I tried the same setup with Serato Record Box and Virtual DJ. And they sound kind of normal. Whereas with the DJ Pro integration or support for, the XDJ-AZ, for some reason, it just doesn't sound like it is the true 120 beats per minute. And again, it just sounds a little different too, to me, right? And I think I have a pretty good ear. I'm not only a DJ, I'm also a music producer. And I've been doing this for decades. So I understand sound and, just what everything is supposed to be like and which pocket it's supposed to be in. And I don't know, this just doesn't sound correct. And I think that when you really think about, DJ Pro taking over a year for this support, and then you take a company like Virtual DJ, a new DJ controller comes out, it's mapped properly, everything, right? There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. These guys do it in their sleep. They're just like, oh, the XDJ, boom, 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 boom. 3 weeks later, we have support for the XDJ-AZ with Virtual DJ. And it took DJ Pro over a year to do that. And some of the other sort of support that they had, the screens didn't work. This time the screens work, right? And I just think that, when it comes to software companies, a lot of software companies are just throw things at the wall like, oh, just give them this, give them some red meat, boom, it's a beta, it's an MVP. We'll work on it, and it's just like, I feel that's what this whole support was all about. It was just like, wow, we still don't have support for the #1 DJ controller in the world, professional DJ controller in the world. And we're going to do this, well after a year of the DJ controller being released. And now we have this support and it's just not really tight. So I'm not quite sure about that. And I will say this as well, right? I think with this release of the support for the XDJ-AZ, I think for me, DJ Pro lost a little cachet. It was a really cool and fun DJ controller. It's like, oh, okay, you have all these things you can do. Still sort of limiting. You have this fabulous, powerful DJ software. Not one DJ controller controls all of the features out the box that DJ Pro has. And that's the problem with the DJ Pro. You have all of these cool features, and then you're saying, hey, map it yourself. But then some of this stuff doesn't map. The screens doesn't map, When I was mapping the S8 with the, with DJ Pro, I couldn't even map, the Q button. I mean, how can you mix if you can't hear what you're doing? I've done that before. It's pretty cool. But, you know, all your stuff has to be set up, has to be synced, everything else up, right? So, yeah, so it's just kind of weird that, you know, you put out this support and you kind of lost a little cachet with me anyway. I'm quite sure there are some other folks who feel the same way. It's just like, we've been waiting for this. We have it. And it's like, it's not that great, right? So the question for me is, moving forward, how often am I going to use DJ Pro with the XDJ-AZ? And the answer is not a lot. I do like DJ Pro, the iPad app, to use with a nice little, you know, controller to do things like, you know, just parties and things like that, bars, rooftops, things like that. Very compact, right? But the actual software, this is a $50 software, right? The actual software that supports the XDJ-AZ, not dealing with that. It's not ready for prime time. It's just not. So that's all I'm going to say about the XDJ-AZ with DJ Pro. You guys and gals, you got to check it out yourself and just tell me what you think, right? So I'm not going to deal with that anymore. I'm dealing with Serato, and hopefully if Native Instruments come out with a really awesome DJ controller, maybe next month after NAMM, we will see. But if it's a DJ controller, I think what will sell and what will have the largest impact is a cross between the S4 and the S8. Put that in one form factor, give us jog wheels, give us stem control. I think they will kill it. You know, I'm waiting for that. You know, I'm waiting for the next version of Native Instruments Traktor flagship DJ controller. We will see. So what else do I have to talk about? Okay. So, you know, I have the Crossfadr YouTube channel, and I also have Crossfadr, the website, crossfadr.com. I've been doing this. I've owned Crossfadr for over almost 12 years. And, you know, I've had some iterations in terms of the website. You know, I'm a website developer, so, you know, my day job. So I understand all this stuff. However, I've been wanting to, you know, implement a change across the board when it comes to Crossfadr. So it's not rebranding. I'm going to do a redesign of the website, and I'm going to sort of like rejudge like how categories are and everything else. I want Crossfadr not to just be like a blog or a news magazine sort of style website. I want it to be more of an authority on what I know and what I've been doing for decades, right? I think the hotness right now, and I'm going to totally get into this, and we're going to talk about that as well, is this hybrid modular DJ, you know, thing that's going on. I really like that. You know, I really like the non-conformity, like, oh, no, I don't need the AZ. I'm going to buy this little PC. I'm going to buy this PC. I'm going to buy all these different pieces, put them together, and that's going to be my hybrid setup. I like that. I think it's kind of cool. I think it's kind of smart. I think it's super creative as well, right? So when you have a DJ controller like the XDJ-AZ, and it's like $3,200, $3,300, and you think about all these modular pieces that you could buy to set up your whole DJ rig, you know, it may be less than like $1,500, and you could have like 5 or 6 pieces, right? So that's pretty interesting. So I'm gonna look into that as well, right? So, so when it comes to this whole website redesign, again, categories will be different. They will be named differently as well, right? I'm getting rid of the sort of podcasting news that I have on a website, and also the entertainment news. I really don't care about industry entertainment news. I mean, if something's going on and it's really interesting, I'll pop on and, you know, do a video of it. But I want to really concentrate on, what do you do after you've learned how to DJ? Okay, you went to these different online schools and everything else, you've learned how to DJ. Now what do you do? That's the space I want to be in. So I'm going to look into that, and that's how the entire website redesign will happen. This website redesign will launch next year, early next year, like probably January, late January, February, something like that. And at some point, I will also create a school community, school.com. We'll check that out, or at least you could check that out once everything is up. And I think at some point as well, I am going to implement a sort of membership sort of section on YouTube, and also obviously with school, because I would like to do this full time. You know, I've had Crossfadr, like I said, for 12 years. I've also been doing web. I've had some like, I don't have like a 9-to-5 job anymore. I actually left that position like maybe 3 years ago, and I've been doing my own thing. But I really would like to, you know, just go all in on Crossfadr, do that full time. And the only way to do that is to, one, you know, do some rejiging and try to create some revenue. So hopefully, you know, you guys and gals can help me with that, you know, and I can constantly, you know, continually, or I should say, then I would be able to post a lot more content, do some deep dives on things. I would love to start doing some lives, but we will see. But the entire website, I think, I have a lot of content. I think last I checked, I have probably, in terms of just news items, news content, right? I think I have over 1,000 pieces of content. So that's 1,000 unique URLs, along with these smaller URLs like the About Us page and things of that nature. Other thing I'm doing is I'm retooling, you know, my t-shirts that I sell on Amazon. I had about 12 or 15. I got rid of like maybe 10 of those. I'm going to get rid of these other 5 because I have a bunch of new designs that I'm going with. That's in conjunction with the launch of the new Crossfadr website. And I think it's going to be pretty exciting. You know, I don't want to sort of occupy, the thing about the DJ space on YouTube is it's sort of the same. And I'm okay with that. You know, we're DJs. This is what we do. We know that DJing, the skill or the art of DJing is the same across the board. What you do as a DJ, how you DJ as a DJ is totally different. So I want to sort of like dig into that a little bit. We're going to see about that. It's going to be really interesting because, you know, I was doing some, okay, so here's the thing, right? So again, I was telling you about like the Behind the Groove podcast channel I have, and that's going to be totally rebranded, right? So I went back to Google Gemini and I was like, hey, this is Crossfadr with no E. Gave it all the information. And, you know, Gemini like was straight up hardcore with me. It was like, this joint is stuck in the 80s, whatever. I don't think it's stuck in the 80s. I think that the sort of block design may be, you know, out the door. I think right now, you know, the whole staggered grid design is sort of the way to go. And I like that. I've done a lot of websites recently with the staggered grid style, I should say. And so I'm going to go with that. So I'm going to take my time building this website or redesigning this website. I want it to be bold, nice big font, some white space. I'm not into dark mode websites. I mean, I think that's, I'm not doing a dark website, you know. Remember back in the day when like all the entertainment websites were like dark? It was just like, and the font was really small. It's just like that. That always seems sort of strange to me. I'm not into that. But I'm going to really try to put this together in a very, you know, thoughtful way. So we will see. The content's going to be a little different too. It's not going to be really reviews and things of that nature. It's going to be sort of like deep dives. I really don't do reviews if you really think about it, you know, because, you know, I'll get this gear and then everyone does a review and it's like, I want to be a little different. I'm going to give you, you know, just my use case. Like, how am I using it? You know, that's it, right? And I think when I get into these deep dives about specific things, about a specific piece of gear, hardware, or software, I think that sort of angle should be slightly different than what everyone else is doing. So that's what I'm going to tackle. I'm going to put it all together and we will see. This is Sunday Brunch, the Sunday Brunch. This is going to be my last Sunday Brunch of 2025. And I may post another DJ set on New Year's Eve. I don't have any gigs for New Year's Eve this year. I generally don't DJ in the winter either. You know, I think I'll DJ in the spring, summer, and early fall, but winter, I don't know. That's something I just don't do. I think if you have the ability to do that, then that's fine. But generally, I don't DJ out during the winter. It's just not my thing. Anyway, happy holidays, happy new year. Be safe out there, and I'll see you guys next year. Until next time, peace.